Hello and welcome to LawSikho. Let's talk about the top 10 news developments for today under 2 minutes for Judiciary aspirants. And let's start with the national news first. So first of all, we talk about M Krishna, who is the former Karnataka Chief Minister who recently passed away. During his 6-decade-long political career, mostly with the Congress Party, he was an MLA, an MLC, which is the member of Legislative Council, and as well as an MP both of the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, and has held prominent positions like the Chief Minister or Governor or the External Affairs Minister. Also, he is a Padma Vibhushan awardee and a Fulbright scholar, and as well as one thing which is very important is that Bengaluru, it got recognition as the Silicon City of India during his tenure as the Chief Minister. Moving on, now Formula 2 driver Kush Maini, he finished 13th in the driver's standing in his second Formula 2 season, and he made history by clinching the Constructors Championship with Invicta Racing at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Third is a very important development. So Sanjay Malhotra, he has been named as the next governor for Reserve Bank of India and is going to serve for a term of 3 years. Moving on, now Gorakhpur, it is all set to establish the country's first integrated waste management city-cum-learning center by September of next year. Now this is aimed at making the city garbage free and promoting sustainable waste management through a circular economy model. Next is another important development from the world of finance. So Standard Chartered Bank, it has nominated former JPMorgan India chief PD Singh as its next CEO for India and South Asia. Next is a very interesting development. A team of Indian astronomers, they've made an exciting discovery that could change our understanding of how planets are formed. So led by Litan Mazumdar from the National Institute of Science, Education and Research in Odisha, a team which is led by Mazumdar, it studied the fascinating triple star system which is called GG Tau A. It is located nearly 489 light years away from Earth. Moving on, now Haryana continues its dominant position in Indian wrestling. It has topped both the men's and the women's team rankings at the 2024 Senior National Wrestling Championship in Bengaluru. Bharti Kohli, who hails from Andhra Pradesh, she's been recognized as one of the rising star women leaders of banking for 2024 by Women We Admire. Now with that, let's talk about the top international news developments. So the inaugural UAE India Founders Retreat, it was recently held and it brought together over 60 India's top prominent startup founders with UAE investors, business leaders and policymakers. Now with that, let's wind up the segment with an important day. So the day concerned is the UNICEF Day, which is commemorated every year on 11th of December. So why 11th of December? See, please understand, on the same day back in 1946, the United Nations General Assembly and Ludwig Rachman, they sort of established UNICEF. Now back then the purpose was to address the needs of children and women in countries which were affected by the Second World War. But later in 1950, the mandate of UNICEF was extended to helping children and women in developing nations, and back in 1953, 3 years later, it became a permanent member of the United Nations agency. That's all we have for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe until I see you tomorrow.